Hello, everybody. Diana here to talk to you about whole food plant-based eating. So, you saw Netflix movie, a YouTube video. We had the most unfortunate experience of running into me and listening to me talk about it over and over to an exhausting level. Okay, I just can't stop talking about whole food plant-based eating. Before I really get into this, I do need to set one small disclaimer. I'm not a doctor or a nurse or a medical professional by any means. I've had no medical training whatsoever. But I am a basic girl that has some basic information, and I'm here to present it to you. So, whole food plant-based eating. So, first off, it's food. It's not powder. There's no preservatives or additives. It's food. It's whole. It's rarely blended, not really juiced or processed. It's whole. It does not include any meat. It does not include any dairy or eggs. It's plants. It's vegetables. It's beans. It's fruit. It's whole grains, potatoes, lentils, spinach, broccoli, eggplant, asparagus, celery, cucumbers, apples, oranges, bananas. You kind of get the picture. Pasta, barley, corn, wheat. Right, I could keep going. You get the gist. Okay, the most common question I have is, so you're on a vegan diet, right? Vegans are great. I do not consider myself a vegan. However, I'm on a whole food plant-based diet. So vegans will allow potato chips and Oreos and Twizzlers and whole food, plant-based. Whole food, plant-based. Okay. Next common question. Where do I get my protein, my calcium, my iron, my potassium? Well, I get it at the same place the biggest animals on the planet do. Giraffes, elephants, along with cows, pigs, and chickens. And actually, most leafy greens are very rich in nutrients, along with the potassium and calcium. They're rich in vitamin A, C, and K, and potassium. And beans and lentils are also an excellent source of calcium and protein. 5 good reasons. 5 good reasons for a whole food plant-based diet. 1. Heart disease, #1 killer in the United States. 2. Cancer. 3. Autoimmune disease. 4. Environment. And 5. Obesity, overweight. We all know somebody who has at least one of these. If I could give you a pill for you to take every day, and it would eliminate or reduce your risk of any of those 5, would you take it? Well, plant-based eating does that for you. So a little light research. Heart disease. In 1939, Dr. Walter Kemper cured/reversed heart disease by accident, but he did it on a rice diet. Again, it was duplicated in Dr. Esselstyn Jr.'s study, and again with Dr. Colin Campbell in the 90s. And then Dr. Dean Ornish did it in the early 2000s, where they are curing/reversing our #1 killer in the United States. Cancer, starting in 2013, which is actually the earliest date I found. Many studies suggest the reduction of cancer growth in the body. So what's happening is cancer cell grows in your body. Well, it needs to duplicate. But by eating a whole food plant-based diet, you're not giving any fuel for a cell to duplicate. So you're basically starving out the cancer in your body. So this will reduce or eliminate your risk of growth of cancer in your body. Autoimmune disease. I have to do something that's close to me. So as an example, in the 1950s, Dr. Roy Swank did a research study with multiple sclerosis, published in 1989. The result was 95% halt in the progression of a low-fat diet that his patients were on. Environment. We are eating ourselves out of planet. Plant-based eating, though, leaves a very little footprint on the planet. Obesity and overweight. When it comes to just the United States, 70% of the United States is considered overweight. I read a research study yesterday that actually suggests it's closer to 89% of the United States is currently overweight. When it comes to the world's population, there are 7.9 billion people. 7.9 billion people on this planet. And 39% of the entire population is considered overweight. It's an epidemic. So what basically is happening as other nations grow economically, which is great, they're getting close to the United States. Well, they tend to adapt the diet, the westernized diet. And when it comes to the standard American diet, the only thing I can say about it is, well, it's sad. 89% of the population of the United States is overweight. We are one of the richest countries on this planet, and our diet is sad. So now what? So you're either all in, you're motivated, you don't know where to start, or you understand this will improve your health, but you're a little hesitant. So I'm going to recommend 2 websites for you. PCRM.org and nutritionalfacts.org. PCRM is Physicians Committee of Responsible Medicine that is located in Washington, D.C., headed by Dr. Neil Bernard, who's absolutely brilliant. Nutritionalfacts.org is Dr. Michael Greger, who's also another brilliant doctor, and he's headed that. They both have downloadable apps. They're very user-friendly. I know I've used PCRM for my own journey with whole food plant-based eating, so I would recommend both of them. Okay, so before you hit the grocery store, make a list of your favorite vegetables and fruit. Keep in mind, starches will fill you up quickly, so the beans that I highly recommend, it is a filler. Potatoes, rice, barley, rice, I would go with brown. I think about how you want to incorporate those into your daily meals. For example, potatoes, spinach, broccoli, and bananas. I would have the potatoes, spinach, and broccoli in the oven and eat a banana either before or after it cooks. All right, time to hit the grocery store. So with this way of eating, you only need 2 aisles in the grocery store. You don't have to walk the whole store. You won't need anything down most of them. So the produce section is home. Okay, that's where I buy things every week. So I usually go through a bag of 5-pound bag of potatoes, 2 pounds of spinach, a couple squashes, zucchinis, maybe some asparagus, depending on my mood, and different kinds of fruit, depending on either what's in season or what I'm in the mood for. This part of the eating is fun. You get to be creative. You get to discover things you didn't know about before. You get to eat what you like. You make a list. You buy it. You eat it, and you like it. Most of my meals, people ask me what my favorite meals are. I would say 95% of everything I eat, I enjoy. Okay, the second aisle is condiments, beans, international, depending on where you are globally or nationally. I know on Northeast, we tend to have some of these, sometimes depending on the grocery store chain, it's depending on where they are in which aisle. So there are 18 different popular beans and 3 easy to find lentils. Having about a cup a day will help with your digestion, your heart health. It's a great source of protein, fiber, antioxidants, and it'll help you control your appetite. Moving to this eating habits can be a challenge, and your palate's not really used to it. So a couple suggestions I would make is organic barbecue sauce, no oil salsa, and organic honey mustard. This would help your taste buds transform into these new food habits that you're developing. As for spices, I would stick to some basics, but no salt. So you're looking at pepper, garlic powder, nutritional yeast that will give you that cheesy flavor that you're probably going to be missing, because if anybody knows me, knows that was my biggest addiction. Again, that's a whole nother presentation. Okay, so daily recommendations. We typically all have, as humans, 9 different meals we rotate around. So basically breakfast is 1 to 3, you want different varieties. Lunch 2 to 4, dinner 6 to 7. And then you're just going to rotate it between each of them. Now remember, and this is something I screw up on all the time, variety of a meal is good, but keep what's in the actual meal simple. You don't want to go crazy. And I'm going to leave you and try and do this with every video and leave you with a recipe. And this is my absolute favorite. I make this on a weekly basis, or at least try to. Easy oatmeal banana cookie. So for every 1 banana, add a cup of oatmeal. The riper the banana, the sweeter the cookie. That's all I gotta say. Real easy. Mash up bananas in a bowl. Add the oatmeal. You can add raisins and cinnamon. My picture is going to show that. The raisins and the cinnamon, because I prefer that. That's really a personal preference. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Shape the mix into cookies. Place it on a cooking sheet or a pan. They stick, but not real bad. And if you let them cool long enough, they'll pop right off. You cook for about 20-25 minutes, depending on how hot your oven is. And let them cool literally 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes of making these this morning, I was popping one in my mouth. They're awesome. All right, that's it for me today. Let me know. I need to know. I love having ideas. I love opinions. Like, subscribe, share, suggest, comment. Let me know what you'd like me to do research on next. And thank you again for watching. Diana Bananas here, whole food, plant-based eating. Thank you.